I'll use this pun. There's a spaghetti sauce, ragu. No. But Dr. Jim's going to take his place. Ruin my pun.
So what was the purpose of Jyothi's speech today? It was to persuade. So what does it mean to persuade? I guess you sort of have to know that before you can figure out whether or not he did a good job of it, right? Well, to persuade is to convince somebody, right? To change their mind, perhaps. Quick question. What was Jyothi trying to persuade us about? I'm hearing a couple different answers there. Perhaps it was a little unclear. Did he want you to stop eating meat? Did he want you to stop eating bad things? Did he want you to start eating good things? Did he say all of those things? Was it clear what his point was? How could you be persuaded to do something if you don't know what you're being asked to do, right? Now, the other thing that Jyothi was supposed to do today was to appeal to your interests. Face it, deep down, we're all really selfish people, right? So if you want to get us to do something, you're going to have to appeal to something that we like, that we want to do, or that we want to become. What did he appeal to? Shamed you a little bit, right? He sort of listed a whole bunch of delicious foods, and you said, wow, that sounds delicious. I'd like to be eating that. But at no point in time did he really reach out and grab us, right? Did he say, hey, listen, do you want to transform your physical being into basically a god or goddess, right? Or did he say, hey, do you want to live to be 120 years old, right? Arguably, we'd like to do both of those, right? You could do whatever you wanted, but there wasn't really that reaching into us and grabbing onto our hopes, our dreams, our fears, and then saying that if we did what he told us to do, we could achieve that, which would be the ultimate goal, right? Because remember, his whole goal for today's speech was to try to persuade us. Did he use logic and emotion in his speech? I'll make this easy. He used logic. Did he use emotion? Did you feel like crying at any point in time during his speech? Guilt is not really a good emotion, right? And especially if you're trying to persuade somebody, right? So to get somebody emotionally involved in what you're talking about, health care, retirement funds, feeding the poor, you can understand how you can get somebody emotionally grabbed by that topic, right? And Jyothi did, once again, a fine job with his speech today. And he was talking about food and that we are what we eat, right? But at no point in time did he really reach out and say, hey, listen, there's other people in your lives. You don't just live your life for yourself. You've got family and friends. How would they feel if you weren't here? How selfish of you to eat bad things because it's going to reduce the amount of time that you're actually going to have to spend with your family and friends. Would you feel emotionally connected at that point in time? Once again, you feel a little embarrassed, right? So Jyothi, good speech. I'd like to really congratulate you on your opening. He used a German phrase. Did that capture everybody's attention? Because we don't speak German. What's he saying? You did a good job on that. And I'd also like to congratulate you. You did, at one point in time in your speech, you listed out a whole sequence of delicious foods, right? And you went through a very long list. And I think everybody was picturing those foods, and you had our attention at that point in time. So good job on that. I know the next speech is a tough one, but I know you'll do a good job of it.
Thank you. Our last speech was in the black, but no pink slip.